Good Saturday afternoon to you folks out there. How you doing? Well, I went to Tractor Supply today, and actually I was looking online, and there's a Tractor Supply a little closer to me than originally had thought. Anyways, I bought Husky brand, the universal replacements of the belts, and the belt numbers for this rider mower is 37X61 and 37X62. So they crossed over to a 1/2 inch by 95 inch for the drive belt and a 1/2 inch by 86 inches for the mower deck belt. I bought these today. Then, as always on a Saturday morning, I bought these early this morning after I went to breakfast. And then I went to come back home, and I put the belts home, and I said, well, let's go out yard sailing. So I took Tommy with me, and we went yard sailing. Well, after buying this, I located, not looking for another tractor, but spotted a tractor. The guy is going to sell, it's a Jacobsen late 80s, I'm not sure exactly what year, 10 horsepower. He drove it around for me, showed me it and everything, and it's heavy duty for $200. But he's going to let me know in 2 weeks because he bought a newer tractor, a different brand, I don't remember what he said it was. And it's got a problem with the mowing deck that makes a lot of noise, so he's got to repair that, and he figures that'll cost him about $200. So he tells me I can get $200 for this Jacobsen all day long. He says, I'll keep you in mind and he'll let me know. Now what do I do? If I bring these belts back today, it'd probably be no problem. But I gotta wait 2 weeks to find out if the guy is going to actually sell it or have change of mind. The biggest problem, folks, is this tractor shed. I built this for this mower. This is a 42-inch cut. The mowing deck itself on the Jacobsen, that fella took a ruler out and he measured from one end of the mowing deck to the other. It's 53 inches wide. The tractor is almost 7 feet long. This is just about 6 feet. Now, if you know me, I build things where it's almost impossible to take them apart. Height-wise, the Jacobsen would go in here, because this is not designed to drive in because I wrap my head here. I always push it in. But it's not wide enough and it's not long enough. The question is, I got to rebuild the whole damn thing. And I don't have the wood for it. Otherwise, I got to keep the Jacobsen out with a tarpaulin over it. The guy has a nice shed that he keeps it in, and it will not last long if I don't keep it under some kind of cover. This is not mice-proof. Got the floor, you know, the way I made it here. So that would almost mean that I'd have to take all this down and build another whole damn shed just for that. I don't really want to do that, and I don't have the wood for it. So that's the problem I got there, folks. Whether I want to try to fix the oil leak in this thing, the blades are shot, I'd have to replace those. Of course, I bought the belts. This is a 1993. The Jacobsen is a late 80s, thereabouts. The guy's guessing at it. I don't have the model number. I didn't get that. So the question is, do I want to... If you take a look in here, this is a 12 horsepower. The Jacobsen's a 10 horsepower, but the engine's bigger than this because they use a different kind of engine. They really nice. The Jacobsen has a amp gauge on the front. The battery's under here. It has heavy tires on the back. maybe a little bigger than these. The front tires on the Jacobsen are about the same size as this, but he's got a big area in the back where he can put a weight, a cement block in the back for weight. And he says he can pull a lot with that tractor. It's really strong. It's got a ball and hitch on the back. It's somewhat taller, but still it would fit height-wise in here. But if you look under here, you see how I built it. Yes, it's tarpaulin here, but I'd have to literally tear this all down, make it wider. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I don't really want to have to build a whole shed. That's a big project, but I don't want to keep the thing out. I don't want to keep the thing outside here. Now, if you come over here, now the reason I built that shed I just showed you quite a few years back is because that tractor, the Murray that's in there now, will not fit in here because the mowing deck is too big. This is 36 inches wide. So if you look in here, the lengthwise is not a problem putting the Jacobsen in here. Length is not a problem. Height, of course, is not a problem. But here's the actual width of this doorway is 35 inches. And so I can't get a 42-inch deck in here. I sure as hell ain't going to get a 53-inch deck in here. So if I buy it, it's going to have to be outside. So I could probably get I don't know, some kind of a, what do you call it, to set here and put the tractor on the old platform of the greenhouse that used to be here, and have like put the tractor here and tear that thing completely out of there and keep the tractor out here. That's a possibility. So this is all assuming that I get that tractor. There is a 50% chance that the guy may have second thoughts on selling it for $200, because he did say I can sell it all day for $200, but he kind of like the way I'm talking, and we were talking, he kind of like would rather have me have it, somebody that could take care of it. But I don't want to build another structure. I can have a temporary structure on here and cover it up, but I really don't like to do that. It doesn't keep the mice out. If I built that thing bigger in the backyard, in the back of the shed, I'd have to build it mice-proof. It would require more wood and a big job and big project, and I don't really want to make an addition to the shed. The shed is big enough as it is now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I hate to keep it outside, but being on a wooden platform would be better than on the thing that's on there back there. So that's the decision, and this all hinges on the fact of whether or not he's going to actually sell it or not, and he will let me know in 2 weeks, and it depends how successful he'll be repairing the newer mower that he bought. I don't recall what the tractor was that he bought. It wasn't a Jacobsen.
John Deere.
John Deere, was it? Okay, Tommy was with me. Okay, now over here you're probably wondering what this is. I planted some grass seed, and I put some wire mesh over the top of it because this area is all bare here. I bought a pound of grass seed and I just threw it on there, but I had no topsoil. It says to rake it in 1 to 2 inches, 3 inches. The pipe is only, the conduit's only down about 1 inch, so I certainly can't do that. But this just makes it maybe fill in some grass and stuff in here. So that's maybe grass will come up, maybe it won't. So I'm going to bring these Husky brands, which were cheaper than, just one belt alone was almost $40 of the Murray. They had a Murray belt, just one was almost 40. These are 20 apiece. Question is, should I put the belts on, fart around with this tractor, and still deal with the oil leak? Or if the guy wants to, if he does come through on the deal, and he'll even deliver it to me in a little trailer he's got that he pulls behind his truck. If it wasn't for that storage area, I'd be all set. Of course, naturally, you can't put it in here. The doorway is 36 inches here, too, so that is out. So, folks, I'm between a rock and a hard place. Thanks for watching.